President Joe Biden's abilities to do his job effectively have been called into question again. This time it's coming from very popular podcast host Joe Rogan. Listen to this.
We don't really have a real leader in this country anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, you could say Joe Biden is the president, he's our leader, and you'd be correct on paper, but I mean, everybody knows he's out of his mind. He's barely hanging in there.
So, I mean, that's just Joe Rogan saying what he thinks on his podcast. That's what he does. But joining me now, Victor Davis Hanson, senior fellow at the Hoover Institution. Victor, always good to see you. And you say that there are a number of assessments that are logical and reasonable to make based on what we're watching here in this presidency.
Yeah, I think both can be a bipartisan endeavor. I think people can say, does he seem frail when he gets on the steps of Air Force One? Yes. Does he have moments where he freezes and he doesn't say anything for long pauses? Yes. Does he say things that are not just untrue but absurd, such as that there were no vaccinations until he came into office, when there's a picture of him being vaccinated on December 21st, or that Officer Sicknick was killed by a Trump supporter, which we know was not true, or that the G7 chairman had not called on the member from South Africa, which he just called upon? Does he have people that seem to shepherd him around, his wife or Kamala Harris, at press conferences? Does he say, I'm not supposed to do this, or they won't let me do this, as if he's almost admitting that he's under custodianship? Does he have a abbreviated day? Is it very clear that he's not traveling, he's not being out in the way that Barack Obama was, or Bill Clinton, or Donald Trump and George W. Bush? I say yes. So there's all these signs, and it's very ironic because you see, Martha, the left had told us, going back to Reagan when he was 77 in 1986, that he had cognitive problems, and this is terrible, you've got to hold the president account. And then when John McCain ran, you remember in 2008, he was 72, and they ran a commercial, the left did, saying he doesn't even know how many houses he has. And then finally, you know, Donald Trump was Rod Rosenstein and Andrew McCabe said that he was non-compos mentis, and they wanted to wear a wire to trap him so they could invoke the 25th Amendment. Finally, they got a Yale psychiatrist to say that he had mental problems, and finally he took the Monterey cognitive assessment and aced it. Yeah. So we could settle this in the way the left had tried to settle it with Donald Trump, by having Biden just take a bipartisan group of doctors and just take a test and put these worries to rest.
Yeah, he said on the campaign trail he wasn't, didn't need a test because, it would be ridiculous to even ask. And you make some very good points, raising questions about that. Real quick before I let you go, this controversy over this woman in the Olympic trials who turned her back when the anthem was played and said that she had been set up and that she, doesn't appear to want to represent this country.
Yeah, I think that's, we're so tired as a country of the kneeling and not wanting to see the flag or hear the national anthem. And I think there's kind of a collective sigh. This is banal. We're sick of it. We're tired. It's weary. We don't like the performance art, the virtue signaling. If you don't want to go, just stay home. And if you don't want to go through the mandatory celebrations and rites that are required of an athlete, then don't do it. Yeah. Or if you want to, represent a country whose flag you honor, you're welcome to become a dual citizen or migrate to any country. But I don't think people are going to psychologically have any sympathy for it. Yeah. It's boring now. It doesn't mean anything. It's nihilistic. And a country won't long survive if nobody believes it's better than the alternative.
If you want to feel good.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.